Hey guys, I'm going to go over an app I made real fast. I'll be releasing very soon, but it covers. The idea here is you just take a quick picture. You can search. You can talk with your voice. You just put in the gamer tag. It's on two-player games, and it's going to tell you like who the quitters, the spammers, the cheesers are. So that way, before you have the fight, you can just take a quick look at the screen, give it a screenshot, or just type in the name. Is going to tell you what this guy's about. So let's say, for example, here's a fight. I'm looking at YouTube here, just for example, on this demo here. So we have these two guys, right? We're gonna have a fight. This pretend like this is our TV screen. You know, we're playing fight night. We're turning up Saturday morning, whatever. We're playing fight night. We're over here. Say, okay, got this vodka Red Bull guy. So we can just go like this. So okay, we found the guy. So let's take a quick look. We have he's got two fights in here. It tells us. So now it tells us like he's a typical straight spammer. He threw 44 of all his punches were straights out of all of his fights. And then we have the grid to show like the other punches or the chart to show all the other punches he threw. And then we have a history too. So we can go through and look. We can see if anybody left a review for him. Like, he's orthodox this time. He won gauge side step uppercuts. And then we have media that we can check. So, or we can just go up here. We can just hit export, and we get a list of everybody that's in there and tells real fast, quick reference is spammers, quitter, there's jabs and straights, uppercuts and hooks. So you can see, get a quick idea of what they do before you start the match. So the way this would work, as I'm going to show here, is we would take a picture of this screen. So in the app, it has this, take a photo. I'm demoing on my laptop right now, so I can't do it. But all you got to do is make sure that your TV or your monitor's within these rectangle, and it's got a little helper thing that will show the rectangle kind of like in a black and white. Anyway, just make sure that you get the startup screen on there that has the gamer tags, and it will pull the guy up and show you. So that would work the same as if we had, like we just looked at, if we had this guy, this vodka guy, right? So we have him. He's going to tell us, yeah, he's a quitter and a spammer, and you can see what he's got going. If you want, you would normally just resume the match at this point. You would just put your phone down and start, press A on the controller. But here, if you wanted to take a look, you could see what all he does, and there's all kinds of other. We have all these other stats. We can look at quitters. Uh, we have the spammers, and it will show you like all their punch distributions. So we have like this guy. Of course, everybody in here is pretty much a spammer. All straights. 58% of all the punches were straights. 50% on this one. And we can go down and we can look at the fight history. So we go to like recent fights. If we look at this one, and we have on all of these, we have the actual screenshots and what was extracted from whatever video source there was. So this one is 349 for one guy, 410 straights for the other. So they both get they're both listed as spammers, except this guy's not for some reason. No, he is. No. Anyway, so we have like all the stats here. We can look at that. We have like I said, the quitters. We have the spammers. We have the recent fights. If we look at these, we can see even more details. I think we'll go in player lookup. We can show all. And like if we look, we have the full breakdown here. So, and this one actually has like, let me find one that has a submitted media. No, this one doesn't have it. Anyway, you can, through your Xbox Live, you have ability to save video, right, clips. But what you can do is we have you can submit those so the people can watch it on the media. Like here's one, you can say like, okay, here's a video of this guy, and here's his fight history, and here's his opponent reviews. We don't have any reviews on this guy. Oh, we do. Behave, step back straight, side step uppercuts, side step straights. So, and then shameless straight spammer straight. So it looks like a 4-year-old kid playing with the clown. Okay, so that's what that looks like. It tells you like a brief overview, and then you can get all the charts. So this is about how it works. And again, all you have to do is when you're at the fight night screen, you're going to just click take photo. You can take a picture of your TV. This is going to close, and then you're going to get the player's little dialogue. We can also, if you save screenshots or videos, you can also browse here, and then you can upload the picture. It will do the same thing. You can copy and paste. You can attach, like I said, YouTube videos or Twitch on a player. So, and then we also have this, which I'll be adding later. We'll be having possibly maybe wagering. And the way this will work, it's going to look him up on Xbox right now. And then there's this gamer tag. He can go up here and link and with the correct, like this gamer tag, he would link that. So that way on the player screen, you have the list. You can go through and say, go to this guy, and then you say, okay, I want to play you for $10, or something, which would be tokens, like 10 tokens, and then uh, you can set up the matchup, and then we'll have like texting. So, but anyway, there's a lot more to it. I'm organizing all the screens, and it's kind of heavy on charts. So, but the main thing is you can just type in, you can type in whoever and get their stats, and then so that way you get a quick overview, like he's a fair player for the most part, even though he did spam a lot of straights. So that's how it works, and there's going to be hundreds and hundreds of people in here. I have created a bot. So this bot, I've already ran this bot. This bot was actually, I made this one. This is a separate project, but I had made this a year and a half ago for an online gambling company that was going to be doing undisputed boxing and some other games. So this was a proof of concept, but I just modified it, and so it will work with this new site that I'm putting together. We just looked at, but this was going to go through Twitch and YouTube and go through. Especially, I have it looking at live streams. It's going to go and pull out all of these stat screens using computer vision. So it's going to read the video frame by frame by frame by frame. It's going to pull out the screens. It's going to go through computer vision and AI. It's going to extract the data, and then it saves it to a database like in there. And then what happens is then it will update and add all the players to the site. So that way it's always be running in the background. So there'll be hundreds and hundreds of people. This is just a demo. I just cleared the database, so we have 18 players only in here right now, but there will be a whole bunch more. Yeah, so that's about how it works. But the whole idea is all other games will be able to. Undisputed will be next. I have the screenshots for all that. Um, so did Fight Night first. We have Undisputed will be coming up, um, and then other games. So I have it set up where it's very easy to get going for new games now because I have the core central processor done. But yeah, that's about it. And I'll run through real fast. Let's do one. Here we got looks like Fight Night's finest. So we'll be playing the game, right? We're playing the game. We get matchup screen will be coming up, and right here you would just have your phone ready, take the picture of this screen. So let's simulate that since I'm running on my laptop. Okay, we'll take the picture right here, and then now we're gonna go on our main screen. We just go here. We took the picture, and this is development server, so this will be probably about 8 to 10 seconds faster on production. So because I'm still building it. So it did find him. So we have the matchup here, and then so he's in here. This is Fight Night finest. So he has one win already. He's already in the system, and it tells you like he's a clean fighter. So now you know like okay, this guy is good to go. So and we can view the history if we want. And then it reminds us like so everybody should contribute to this, even though I have the bot going. So the way it will work is we say, okay, got it. The guy's a clean player. So, and I'm a clean player, and this guy, we don't know anything about him yet. So we have our match, right? We're going to have our match. We're playing Fight Night here. Everybody, when you have like quit screens and your post-fight stats, like especially if you've been uploading to Reddit, or you have a collection, because everybody complains about the quitting and the spamming. And I know a lot of people take screenshots, so you can plug all those in real easy. You just can go upload and you just browse through your phone or your PC or whatever, upload them. It will add all that to the database, and everybody will be able to see it. So we're going to continue on here. This is a long video, so I don't want to skip over it, but it gets to the end of this fight here. So we're going through the fight. We're fighting. It goes down again. It looks like this is the end of the road. Yeah, we're coming up to the stat screen. So we have our stat screen here. Okay. So we have our end screen. So this is where if you got spammed or you just want to add the fight to the system, you come here. And then at the quit screen would be here. You just take a picture of quit screen. Now here we have the end. So we'll take a picture of this. I take the picture, and this is going to help a lot because this is going to update and show like, man, he's like very accurate, so it's going to reflect here. So we go here, and it's going to know that that's the end screen. Take our picture. And the same thing, now we can leave our review. So, and if you want, you don't need to do any of this, but taking the picture would help a lot because we'll add the guy to the database. But as far as, and I'll have more options here, and you can either, have your gamer tag there or leave it anonymous. Do however you want to do it. You can say like won't engage, this and that. And then if you have video, you can add that in too. And then also, you can add the embed code here, and then you can just submit your review. And so now this guy is going to be in the recent fight. So see, so now we can look at the stats on that, and then we can look at the full stats here. See, so you go like that. So a lot of jabs, which is good. And then you can see this is Fight Night's finest. Recent fights here, and so you can look at that. But so that's how that works. It just adds everyone in. But the main one though is getting everybody to make sure you're not fighting these quitters or the spammers. And if you don't mind fighting a spammer, it will tell you like what he threw, how extreme the spam was, especially the quitting that will save you from having to fight those guys. Okay, one more thing before I go. So yeah, I was going to point out a few videos that I found recently that are really good. One of my favorite Fight Night YouTuber, LX Sniper, he's got a really great interview on this channel, K Uso. So check this one out. I'll link to that in the description. It's a super good watch. It's kind of buried down there, and it should have a lot more than 87 views. So anyway, maybe that will help some people get over there. Another one too is this one, the Stamina Lab. This is like really, really good, especially for newer players. Like this guy, he does videos like mine did, or he gets out like a spreadsheet and he writes down numbers and he tries things over and over to get actual facts. So he works off facts and not his ego, which is really good and refreshing. Anyway, yeah, amazing videos this guy has. I'll link to these too. He's got more. You're gonna have to dig around a little bit. I believe he has 2 channels, but this is a really must watch for everywhere, especially newer players. He's got a blocking one too. Talks about, he shows different effects of having block stats higher or lower. Kind of like talks about using less stats on your blocking, so you can check that out. Just look around his channel a little bit. And then another one that I watch all the time. I've been watching this guy for years. If you guys like boxing, let me pull him up here. Yeah, this guy, Rich the Fight Historian, he's got amazing videos. He just dropped a new one. It was really good. It's about a Canadian family of boxers. It's really good. He's got awesome, they're like documentaries. He goes through and gets all the news clippings and training footage, and then we got to add, of course. But yeah, it's a great channel. So definitely check that one out too. And they have, like I said, all the interviews. They got training. They really go in depth to let you learn about some of these boxers, especially a lot of these guys are from the 80s and 90s. But it's really cool. It's really good stuff. So that's about it. I'll let everybody know when I release this thing. Yeah, that's about it.